right, let's talk about flushing a tankless hot water heater. So this is a residential unit. This is a very large capacity unit. So a couple times a year we flush it with white vinegar. How we do it is it's got all the isolation valves and it's ready to go. So you kill the water going in, kill the water going out, now we're here. Now you have these little isolation bibs. I haven't connected anything to it yet. The first thing I want to do is drain out all the water that's in it. Okay, so I've got my hoses on both sides, hot out, cold in. Again, none of this goes to the house anymore. It's all right here. Then what we're gonna do is I've got a submersible pump. We're gonna dump that water. We're gonna fill that with 2 or 2.5 gallons of distilled white vinegar. We're gonna hook up the pump to this side and we're gonna run that back into the bucket. Then I actually end up killing the gas valve. There's nothing that really could happen, but I end up killing the gas valve just because you don't want some sort of malfunction. The unit tries to fire off. I get it flowing through the system without its ability to heat. That way I know all the valves are open and everything's flowing solid. And then we just let it run for 20 minutes, rinse the heck out of it. That's generally all it takes. So let me show you. They've had some water main issues here lately, and I'm guessing we're gonna have debris. This is a little filter right here. So once the system's empty, I'm gonna pull that filter out and clean it. And then I'm gonna run the vinegar through. You wanna keep everything dry, be patient. So I just started cracking this, and of course now I'm getting the vacuum released inside the pump, even though I have the hot side open, and we're getting flow again. So I dumped the bucket. So be patient, because if I just go janking this thing out of there, we're gonna have all this water dribbling on the floor. I'd rather not play that in the basement of this house. All right, so start your timer. System's closed, system's open. We're pumping vinegar in. System's closed, system's open. Pumping vinegar out. 20 minutes, and you'd be amazed the color of that stuff when we're done. If you, just note to self, if you use plastic leader hose, like they sell green plastic, oh, we're leaking from here, hang on. There you go. If you use the green hoses, the vinegar is gonna turn the water green. So don't think, oh man, look at all that oxidation or copper breakdown. No, you're using green hoses. So that's why we use these. 20 minutes. So everybody's gonna have their own ways of doing things. And so I'm just showing you how I do it. So you can tell me if you've got a better way, or if you're looking at how to do this yourself, you can look at how everyone does it and pick your own adventure. But so after 20 minutes, I unplug the pump. I've got everything open just so we can backfill a little bit. We're just gonna kind of gravity feed out what we can. You can hear it trying. And we're gonna go outside and dump this. I'm gonna shut these all off. I'm gonna go outside and dump this, and then I have 2 buckets. I'm gonna bring the other one in. So we're gonna disconnect the pump and close that all down, but we're gonna open up the cold water. We're not gonna send it through the house yet. We're just gonna open up the cold water and it's gonna flush out through this hose, and I'm gonna alternate a couple 5-gallon pails because it's gonna be very vinegar residue. And before I send it through the house, and we're gonna flush the crap out of it in the house anyway, but so I'm gonna take 20 gallons of water through it, diluting it every time, right? I'm just straight water in and then rinse it out. Back and forth, dumping the buckets. And then after I do about 20 gallons that way, then I'm going to open up the hot water system, and I'm gonna turn on all the hot water faucets in the house and just let them run. I'm still gonna leave the gas off. I'm gonna turn the unit on, leave the gas off because I don't want it to heat, and then we're just gonna flush it out. Another way you could do it, I know that works here at this house. Another way you could do it is use the pressure relief valve, right? So you can either run a garden hose out the door and just flush it for 20 minutes. You can use a pressure relief valve spraying into a bucket, you know, whatever. But after 20 gallons through the system of fresh water, just flushing fresh water in, out to all the showers and sinks and everything all at once. It'll get the air out of the lines, it'll flush it, and you'll see the water will at first have a little vinegar smell, and then it'll disappear. So it's a process. It's not hard. It's just time and knowing what you're doing. And every time, it's funny, you see, and I keep pointing out, right, this is closed before we make a move. Because like the worst thing you could do is end up opening this and sending vinegar into the hot water system. Like, you can flush it out, but man, it's ugly. So all right, so we're back up and running. We flushed everything. We got some real beautiful stuff out of the pipes, lots of burping. We're running 2 gallons per minute right now. She is back up and running, plugged in, gas on and lit.